The first thing you will need to make your ice ornaments is a container to freeze the mold in. And a funnel cake mold is great for this. I also used regular containers and some heart-shaped cookie cutters that I was going to line with plastic to have a creative heart-shaped look there. You'll of course need water and then some food. So this can be fruit. I'm using fruit scraps from my apples and lemons, and then birdseed as well. And the tray is just to place the containers on for when they freeze. So the first thing you want to do is get your containers ready, pour some water in them. I'm putting this smaller ceramic container into the glass one to sort of replicate the donut effect that the funnel cake container has. I grabbed a knife to cut up my apples and the apple core so you couldn't even tell that it was food scraps. This can also be done using scissors, or you can get your parents to cut up the fruit for you before you start. Next, I took some tomato vine and put it in with that smaller donut-looking mold and just tossed whatever I thought would look nice into the water of each one, and you just continue until you're happy with what you have. Here's where I got creative. So for the heart molds, I cut up an old apple produce bag that I had and lined the cookie cutters with it to hold the water and hold the heart shape. This took some trial and error. As you'll see, the water was leaking through the big heart mold I had. So I realized I had to use a smaller cookie cutter because there was a hole in the plastic bag. And you'll notice with the birdseed, I tap it down with my finger to evenly distribute it throughout the water so it's not just floating on top. And just repeat this process with however many containers you have. Next, I grabbed some twine. I'm repurposing some that I've just collected over the years. With the hearts, I made sure they were right in the middle so they hung properly. With the donuts, you can always wait until it's frozen and tie it around after, so I left a couple without strings in them just to show you what it looks like. Next, I put them out my back door to let them freeze for a couple hours. Once they are frozen solid, it's time to take them out of the containers. Next, I set the containers in a little bit of lukewarm water. This part is important. Do not use hot water if you have glass containers because they can break from the sharp temperature difference. After letting it sit for 10 minutes, I was able to remove that center container and did the same process with the funnel cake mold. For the heart molds, I was able to pop them out like so and peel the plastic off. If you have a lot of plastic lying around that you can repurpose, you could do this with all of your containers to ease the removal of the ice. And then go ahead and hang them outside. You can hang them on a tree in your yard or in a park. Just remember that when springtime comes, you should go pick up the twine that you use so that you're not leaving that on the tree.